pretty fucking pitiful. They have a different opinion in this country that you get shot for. Nobody deserves that. I don't care what your opinions are. Nobody deserves that. I found out right at the end of work. I could not believe what I was fucking seeing. And I know everybody saw it. It was so fucking public, and I feel so bad for his fucking kids, man. His wife and kids are forever going to be haunted by that fucking scene. That's what nobody talks about. Allow people to see. You know?
So I thought it happened.
What's up, everybody? Sorry I ain't talking much, but just some fucked up shit happened yesterday. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think everybody needs to take note of all the people celebrating somebody getting shot like that. I think they need to be remembered for hard times. Yeah, this road gets dropped down. Gets chain and boomer. Hey, shop. Our day in America right now, shop. We gotta unload this truck. We gotta unload this truck. We gotta unload this truck.
What's that?
Work some deal out. I guess they're sending trucks.
Alright.
But we're gonna be bailing cars. You feel like zipping wheels?
Do what?
You feel like zipping wheels?
Zipping wheels. I can do that when I know what it means. What does it mean?
Zipping the wheels off.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. Impact.
I'll send them over here.
Alright.
And yeah.
Gotcha.
Well.
You need me to back up any? Or
I could probably take a
Alright.
copy, I guess. Yeah. That's crazy. We just loaded this load. Now we gotta unload this load. I like working twice. Oh, so I didn't chain and boom brake. Turn the brightness up so I can actually see y'all. And now we have a hell of a deal because he alright. Hey, look, at least we didn't chain him to it. I would have been like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is a better outfit. Needed yesterday, Chad.
chat? Yeah, I read chat. If I get a chance to. Okay, Montreal, Canada. What's up?
Is that tire any count? I wouldn't worry about the steel ones.
Oh, okay.
Is that tire any? The only time you pull a steel one off is if the tire's any good.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just aluminum one.
This one. All right.
Get some trouble.
Any particular direction you want me to start in?
I'll set them out here for you.
Oh,
I was gonna unload this first.
hey.
I'll make it easy on you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's the reason why. Now, worked out dealing with the buyer where they come and get it. I don't know. Yeah, weird. I just work here, Bob. They were just about to wrap it and he called. That's what that phone call was over. zip the wheels off, I was saying when you zip the wheels off, just leave them where they're at. I'll get them for you. I'll save you some back work. All you gotta do is zip them off.
Alright. Hey, what's the quickest method to get the caps off the fucking plugs?
Take a hammer. There's a big fucking hammer. It's a big tiny harden
I say
on the end of that table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, yeah. Bappo, yeah, this is pre-recorded AI. This is an AI video. It's actually a simulator.
Pretty cool, huh? Sitting right here for now. We'll be the next one. Do a little bit.
pipe underneath. I'd hate to scratch the paint on it. Me, all did such a I think it's still good right now. I think you can still get the taillights out of it. Won't be too much longer. Somebody out there like, I can feel it. Actually, you know, for this your truck, look, let's see if it's real. Oh yeah, it's real. Look at there. That right there is impressive. See no rust? All right there. Normally all this shit right here is rusted out. Got like a little bit of rust right there on the end of that fender, but I mean that's acceptable. That's what rocks in it. I can understand that. So this is definitely a certified Southern truck. Struggle crushing them home to the shredder. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, we'll polish out. Be fine. Yeah. crushing them. Damn gas tanks, yeah. Yeah. Probably these full drive transfer cases right here. That little drive shaft right there. Now how tucked in they got it. It will suck getting that number out. There we go. More better. I'll leave this car upside down. Wheels that much easier to get off. That Jeep's got some weight to it. I'll do the same thing to this one too. So convertibles. Yeah, at least Miatas and all that, you know, they got this little bar right here that sits over the seats. This does not. If you want to dive, flip over in a convertible. Watch this. Now I'm just going to rest the weight. Basically the weight of the car on it, right? That's all in between you and the road. You sit here. How does this? They won't approve some vehicles, and I'm talking some vehicles that are built like a tank, and yet they'll approve shit like this. Make it make sense. Money, I guess. When you flip this car over, you're dead. Like all the people supposed to be about the green movement, Edison makes a hell of a fucking hybrid ass semi truck. No, we can't have that because and the car's full of water. Look at that. Ain't shit between you and the road. This again. We were out there and try to start it again. She started back up. Hey, Stan. What's up, buddy? I didn't even see you, man. I saw where Chop said, "Hey, Stan." And I was like, "Huh?" Yeah, sure enough, there you are. Have my car back in 80. And maybe your soda can though. Okay, so it seems to get worse on a hill. I better check the inlet tube on the fuel tank. How much you want to bet there's trash sitting right over top it? Because it definitely got worse whenever I was on a hill. I gotta have a tank of fuel. It's not that. Bet you, because it's a brand new filter. So I must have something blocking the actual inlet. So I need to take the line off that comes from the tank to the filter. And it's got a valve luckily on it, so I can close the valve off, hook an air compressor up to it, open the valve, and then blow back up in there, close the valve again, and then I'll prime the line before I open the valve up, let the fuel come in, and then cinch it back up. How much you want to bet that's what it is? I got a pretty strong suspicion that's what it is. That's why when you demand fuel, it surges, right? Makes sense. And that would explain the low pressure that I just got. Water in the bottom of the on-site fuel tank, yeah. We do have a fuel tank on site, but you can see through it. So it's not water. And it's got a fill water separator on it too, so it separates that out before it even hits the tank. If it did. But again, the fuel tank you can see through, so I don't see no separation in it. Alright, so I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop off of here, help him zip all these wheels off. I'll go live again here in a minute. Like I said, I got a lot of cars here. Oh, shit. We got a lot of cars in the time that we've been just hauling cars off. But anyhow, y'all see all that when I fire back up. But like I said, we're going to get all these cars ready, get them all done, and go from there. That way when we start back up, we ain't got to stop. There ain't no sitting or nothing. So. But it was pretty, but I do want to say one thing, man, about Charlie Kirk. That was a, golly, dude, there's just no way, there's no way that happened, man. But it happened. I don't know what that means for now, right now. It's kind of some sketchy times we're in right now, to where you can't even have a different opinion from somebody else without getting killed. And the problem is, when people stop talking in open debate, and everybody gets quiet, that part is true. I don't think nobody has the belly for a civil war. I'm telling you. You might have an idea, but it's gonna spawn worse shit. It just depends where it goes. And that's the problem, you can never predict that. I think everybody just needs to hug their families and just do what you can in your community. That's the only advice I can give you. Do what you can to help your community out. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about nothing outside your community, especially outside your home. Just take care of your own. That's all I can say. I don't know, man. 2 things happened like that back to back, and one was way, like, it was already bad for that one, but that, and let's just be honest, it would have faded into the background in about a week or two. And then right as everybody's getting riled up about that, boom, Charlie Kirk gets taken out in the worst fucking way possible. And I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about the guy. I don't. You know, I mean, you can disagree with what he says, and there's some things I disagreed with that he said. Would I want to fucking shoot the man? No. He had a fucking wife and 2 kids. You know? And his 2 kids are the same age as my son. Well, his daughter's the same age as my son. I'm about to have a newborn. You know? And you just robbed that man from his family. And all he did was sit down with people and debate them and just talk to them. You know, that was it. He was very respectful. He let people talk, you know? And he would challenge your ideas on it. What the fuck's wrong with that? You know? If you're going to start silencing people like that, I don't think you're going to like what comes after that. You're really not going to like it, because if you think you got the upper hand right now, when you start getting real fucking people out, when average fucking people start coming out the woodworks, you're not going to last long. Violence is not the answer, but at the same time, we can't just sit back. Because if they're just going to start shooting people left and right over a different opinion, you got to act. You can't just sit back and keep taking it. I mean, damn. It's getting to a point to where people are just getting so sick and tired of the bullshit. It's going so far downhill. I've watched this shit since fucking at least 2010 that I started really picking up on it. And I know there's been people way before that, you know, because I never paid attention. Like, I never really gave a shit, right? And then it gets to where you have to start giving a shit. People are so afraid to say any fucking thing now. Getting canceled and shit like that, dude. I mean, what the fuck? You know what negates bad speech? Good speech. That's where free speech comes into play. But if you try to shut down one side and you create all these echo chambers and shit, dude, it's not good. It's not good. And this is the result. What do they try to do? They try to come after the Second Amendment. Do you think right now, as deeply entrenched in firearms as America is right now, do you think getting rid of all the guns for the law-abiding is going to do anything? No, the bad guys are always going to get their guns. Even in places like Europe, they're still going to get their guns. Like, I'm talking the good, like the ones you never really hear about, the ones in the background. Yeah, they still got their guns. It's bullshit. That's on top of that, if you take away the guns, fucking knife crime, shit like that, all that shit skyrockets. I mean, you're not going to stop bad people doing bad things. It's just not going to happen. The only way you are going to stop it is a good guy stopping the bad motherfucker from doing a bad motherfucking thing. That shit is proven true. Time and time again. That's my opinion. Don't shoot me over it. But we've seen it happen. Especially down here in the fucking shithole known as Memphis. There's more bad in Memphis, yeah. There has been bad stopped by good. Yeah, you never made any enemies, you've never stood for anything. That's right, Chop. To attack the First Amendment. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was shot just fucking working, dude. Paralyzed. He's paralyzed for life now. And I guarantee you, the fucking shit they lit him up with was full auto. Obviously fucking illegal. I mean, come on. When I say they lit his truck up, it was an AK-47 that was sawed off into like a, they make them short and shit, a 9mm, but it was full auto. Because when I say they lit them up, they fucking squeezed the trigger and lit them up. I mean, I'm talking, I can be pretty fast with the trigger on a semi-auto. That was full auto. They dumped a fucking mag in like a second. That's how fast. You should have saw his truck. 1,000 wonders he got just one to the bag. You're not going to stop bad people from doing bad things unless you can stop them if you can match their energy. Let's put it that way. And I think this catch and release shit is not going to fucking work. And pumping the prisons full of people, no. The bad fucking people. I'm talking the worst of the worst. Don't even... Look, if they killed somebody, fucking kill them back. If it's provable, like 100% guarantee they did it, why the fuck are we feeding their ass? An eye for an eye, if anything, right? That would solve the fucking prison population issue. Why are these fucking gross-ass fucking people being taken care of? They get all the fucking dental and shit, all the fucking health care they could ever want inside these prisons. I understand it's a prison, yada, 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 yada. They're spending their life in there, but they're still getting fed 3 meals a day, and a lot of them kind of grow accustomed to it. It's its own little fucking world in there. They still get their drugs. They still get everything they need. Don't let them lie to you like that. But yeah, prison can be awful. It can be. But at the same time, it could be almost a fucking paradise for some people. Yeah, and that's all it takes is being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You can be as innocent as that fucking girl was on that train, and yet some fucking judge, and I think that's another thing, they need to start bringing back stringing people up in public. Make it a public fucking example. The problem is nobody's fucking afraid of the system, dude, that they got. It's not fucking working. That motherfucker had been arrested 13, 14 fucking times. sitting behind this fucking girl. She is straight up fucking executing her on the fucking spot. Grab her in the fucking neck and walk away like it was not a fucking thing. No, fuck that, dude. That motherfucker should have never seen the light of fucking day after the first fucking 10 fucking offenses. Jesus. Bank cover is part of the art. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I'm just, that shit pisses me off that this dude, in such a public fucking way, dude, was taken out like that. And I saw it. I mean, I'm talking, I knew he was dead the second I saw the video. I didn't even hear context. I thought it was, in a half-ass way, I thought somebody just made a fucking AI video. But it was like the message my sister sent me right above it. She says, "You watch Charlie Kirk." She says, "He just got shot." And as soon as I saw the video, he was dead. I mean, he was dead before they even got him to the car. Like, I'm talking, you don't come back from that. They shot him in the fucking jugular. While there was an immediate rush of a massive amount of blood, there's nothing you can do to stop that. That's done, you know? It's done. Problem is, you're probably right on that funness, fun. It's the sad part is, yeah, it's fixing to become where nobody's talking no more because we tried to talk. Charlie Kirk was the main one to talk. He was the one that would sit down with the other side and they would challenge their opinions. They would challenge what they got, you know, and that's fine. Some people got mad. That's fine, all right? But you can never say that he was. The only time I ever seen him get like rude with people is if they came in rude, you know. You got a lot of people that come in there just a fucking asshole, you know, just right off the back. And yeah, they get what they fucking deserve. But he always sat down with other people. And you have to fucking respect that regardless of what your fucking opinions are. You have to respect that somebody was sitting down with him. And this man got shot over that. So there is no more talking left. You can't. I mean, it's down to the point of where some bad fucking shit's about to happen, and I hope people are fucking ready for this shit, dude, because it's not pretty. If you've been in any kind of fucking situation, it's not fucking pretty. You know? The oh shit moment will not set in until you're deep in the shit. And then, yeah, all right, so you got a point there. The people who cheered this on, I cannot even read comments on some of them, even the ones where they're like, you know, just remembering them, right? You know, the ones where he's in there just, you know, they're showing his family and all that, and these fucking sick, vile fucking people, regardless, they're sitting here fucking laughing and cheering and praising that he got shot like that and died. You are a sick fucking individual to even do that. There's no fucking way you're human. And I think those people need to be remembered. I would never raise my kids like that. There's no fucking way. Those people really need to be remembered. Everybody needs to clip those fucking those videos of them cheering and hooraying that he died like that. No, I think those people really do need to be remembered. It's going to matter. They walk among us. Yeah, that's like over here in Chop's country right now. I remember that, dude. I've been keeping up with y'all's country. You know, getting threatened, yeah, with a 1,000-pound fine for flying your own fucking flag, dude. It's gotten that fucking bad. We'll have to talk if we don't. Yeah, the Civil War will happen, exactly. Perhaps not today, perhaps not tomorrow, but eventually it will, dude. I'm telling you. The less people talking, now they really kind of stop people from talking, so it's only going to get worse. And that's what I think people aren't ready for. Kirk believed in talking, he believed in debate. By stopping that, we are letting the terrorists win. Exactly. We'll only regret it, yep. I don't think it's an American issue. I believe it's something wrong with humans in general. The whole world seems to be tearing itself apart. It does, dude. It's happening everywhere, man. Everyone who cheers on murder is a stain to humanity. That's right, dude. I don't care who you are, exactly. Like I said, I don't give a shit who's anybody's political views are. You know, I mean, yeah, I might disagree with you. That's fine. That's the point. It's fine. You are you. I am me. You know. Dancing on someone's grave. Yeah, it is, dude. I'm saying dancing on his grave like that, man, and cheering that shit on is probably about the lowest form of human being you could be. Most definitely were, yeah. Yeah, it's not, yeah. Exactly. That's like me and Steen, you know, we might not agree on a lot of things. I'm cool with Steen, though. You know, I'm cool with Chop, man. Like I said, you know, we can be, it's like, for instance, all right, back in World War I, when all the fucking trench warfare was going on, remember the Christmas that everybody got together and then they couldn't even fathom to fight again because they got to know each other? You know, everybody's so hot. And like even on here, we see it on here, dude. When we're out here working on these cars and everything, everybody comes in here. Like there's some people that come in here that are just so hostile right off the back. Yet if they were to meet me in person, it wouldn't be like that. You know? It wouldn't be like that at all. I guarantee you, if you met that same person that's hostile as hell on here, out in the real world, it wouldn't be the same. It's fucked up, man. Convince them otherwise, or even mock them, but don't resort to violence. For we're all the same. Yeah, dude, a lot of our life would be boring. That's right. I'm mostly cool with Chop, but his driving on the wrong side has to stop. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it is weird, Chop, man. What the fuck? Oh, man. I'd have so many accidents in England, I guarantee you. Yep. Damn, dude. Just that one fucked me up because I wasn't planning on seeing as fucking graphic as that was, dude. And the video I saw was up fucking close and personal. Like you saw it. It was almost like watching when you're hunting, right? It was almost like watching that. When you get the shot, you know, it was that fucking close to the video I had. Just, yeah. Well, I hope y'all are happy y'all made that man a martyr. So, you done shot yourself in the foot, really. I imagine driving England, even in a motorhome. Oh, that's it, war. I hear you, dude. It took some getting used to. I saw the news, but I haven't seen the video. Don't do it to yourself. I wasn't expecting it. When that shit dropped on me, I like to fell the fuck out, man. Because I've watched Charlie Kirk in the past. You know, I don't just follow him or nothing. I don't just watch every video he's got, but I've seen some videos of his. You know, I mean, I knew who he was, and I respected it. You know, and again, I saw some videos I didn't necessarily agree with, but I respected them. Just yeah. Anyhow. Smarter or not, he now has children growing up without a father. That's the biggest thing too, man. Because I'm a father, and I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of these people ain't parents. These ones that are cheering and happy and dancing on his grave and shit, dude, are not parents at all. And I doubt they'll ever be. Because I mean, goddamn, who would want to sleep with that? But anyhow, yeah. So they wouldn't understand. But I'm gonna tell you, man, seeing the fucking kids grow up without a father, man, just knowing they're gonna grow up without a father, it's gonna be fucking hard, man. Everybody who has kids will feel that. It's a different feeling. Apparently the murderer didn't give a second thought to his... No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't give two shits. What's scary is that some of these lowlifes are parents. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and that's another problem. Yeah. Yeah, that's another big issue. Let me, I gotta set this to where I can get out. There we go. Let me not... Yo, I'm about to go help him out because I feel bad he's over here working. But, we'll talk more about it later, man. I'll clean this windshield, too, while I'm out here. But, bye, y'all.